Look at what you've done. Stand still, falling away from me. When it takes so long, fire's out. What do you want to be?
The FA recognised over the last 3 or 4 years that we've got a number of leagues out there in the community, in the grassroots game, who hadn't got referees, appointment structures, had no infrastructure for referees at all.
In previous seasons, the league itself has only managed to get roughly around about 60% of games covered with an official referee.
A few years ago, I wouldn't have even recommended younger people coming into Sunday League. It probably hit them quite hard and make them consider if they even want to carry on with a career.
2 years ago, 3 years ago perhaps, the league was in terminal decline. What the funding's allowed the lads to do now is to actually re-establish it, completely change the culture within the league itself and take them forward and upwards. More teams, more referees, better structure behind the scenes, much better prepared setup entirely.
Last year we had 100% turnout of referees for every single game, which is the first time ever.
Having an actual official do the games, it's really it gives a massive injection.
I think the referee standards is getting better in the Bolton Sunday League, which we're all happy about.
We're seeing players coming back into our game, and long may it continue.
One of the biggest frustrations when you're a manager, and certainly I've managed and still manage a team at under 18s, when there isn't a referee's appointment structure, finding a referee for the game.
It's reduced the burden of having to find and source a referee themselves. So by having the league referee officer, it's taken away that responsibility.
Well, as a manager, it really takes the pressure off, because you're not worrying about who's going to referee your game. You're not worried about a referee dropping out, because you know the league's there, and the structure with the referees is there to make sure we have got good cover.
It makes a difference having a referee in the middle, because like I say, if I see a parent stand in the middle who's refereeing, they tend to sort of argue more.
The players notice and really feel the difference when it's a league referee. One, you can see the consistency in the way they're presented, also the way they talk to the players and before and after the game, and the consistency of decision making. The players just have more confidence with it.
When I first started as League Referees Officer 15 years ago, I had a list of 12 referees, and the only age group we could cover was the under 18s. Last season I finished with 95 referees, and we covered all the age groups from under 14s up to under 18s. This season we've managed to cover the under 13s as well.
It makes it a lot easier, where teams know that they've got a league appointed official coming through. They know what I'm doing, and they know that we're doing the training properly and advising these referees the way it should be done.
What's really clear is that it is making a difference, and that all those leagues are increasing the number of appointments being made to games, which is fantastic for those players and coaches.
Having an appointed referee, which obviously is a qualified referee, I believe has a big impact, because obviously the laws of the game are followed to the letter.
We've got an impartial referee, we've got an independent appointed referee, because prior to that, clubs had to find their own.
My position as the league's referees officer has been made a little bit easier with the funding we've received, because we have now got a lot more referees. We had the funding to appoint mentors to this, and we've also had a lot of advertising to ask the referees to come and join us.
Well, certainly the last 2 years, I think the funding that we've had for the league has had a great impact.
It helps a lot with having somebody organised who does it week in, week out.
The players obviously have got a little bit more respect, because they know it's obviously an official referee who's come to do the game.
Yeah, I think it's good having a different referee, because it's better than a coach, because they're like professional.
The mentoring project helps me, because it lets me and enables me to referee games that I can referee and that are within my qualifications and experience.
The impact of league referee officers has been astronomical as far as I'm concerned. If we go back before the funding was available through the Whole Sport Plan to support our ideas around supporting our referees better and developing our referees better, we were totally reliant on the county FA structures, the leagues themselves. But this has given a real clear focus to supporting referees within leagues.
It's very clear to us at the FA that refereeing helps young people, particularly young people, develop the skills, but older people too, particularly around managing difficult situations, confrontational situations, improving their confidence around managing groups of people.
Going forward, we want to cover more games of football, both in adult and youth football, and this scheme has helped us enormously. So, from my point of view, as being someone who is in charge of grassroots football, from a refereeing point of view, it's a scheme that enables me to say that we've got more referees active, covering more games of football, and fundamentally making local football more enjoyable for everyone concerned.
It's been a fantastic impact on the players, the coaches, the referees and the clubs.
I think refereing is a great thing to get involved in at the moment, and this is what I say to anyone who's on our course, that you're the future and the prospects are fantastic if you apply the necessary commitment.
The LRO scheme has brought forward a lot more younger referees to supply us for the future with grassroots football.
Having a mentor there was obviously helpful, because at half time I could come on, he could come off, say what I've need to improve on, what I've done, and then second half I've got the practice to change it, make changes to that, amend it, as opposed to having to just be told at full time and try and remember for next week.
It's assisted the transition of junior referees moving into adult football as well.
With all the support around now, it's definitely an option. It can be tough at times, but that makes you a stronger referee. It helps you deal with like proper situations and aggressive situations, so when you take that further into your career, and it can be a big help.
There's no doubt that the LRO funding has helped us to transform the culture of this league completely.
I'll show you what it feels like.